Ooh, I wonder what that is. Not today, but soon.
We make the streams.
So we are on our way to the shop on this chilly, I guess, Tuesday morning. So I guess another dilemma with the hoodies or whatever. They should be here Wednesday, or no, we were hoping that they'd be here the latest Wednesday, but turns out they're going to be here on Thursday. So basically, probably going to take all Thursday and basically just ship, basically fold and bag and ship and do all that type of stuff. So again, apologize if you guys are waiting on that stuff. But for today, in my video yesterday, I kind of talked about kind of being almost in like limbo mode, kind of waiting for all like the giveaway stuff to just kind of finally clear up, and you know, especially with like the merchandise that we're still kind of waiting on, it's kind of hard to start a new project. So I guess today we're not going to start a new project. We're going to go over a new project, I guess, and kind of get it ready, and I guess maybe get it ready to kind of start ordering parts and stuff for. Yeah, so I guess we'll get to the shop and we'll show you what is going to be the next project. Maybe we'll try to get it running too, because it hasn't ran in like probably 2 freaking years. But hopefully you guys are stoked. If you guys have been asking about it for a really long time, and you know, I almost thought about just like wholesaling it and just get rid of the freaking thing. And I'm like, you know what, like this wouldn't be bad. So kind of the plan is, instead of like buying a new projects and stuff like that for the channel to build, I'm just gonna kind of clear up some of the old ones that have been hanging around for a little while. So I think this is gonna be the first one. Maybe the van next, and then probably the Mustang. So we're gonna try to bang out some stuff, and yeah, hopefully we'll get something cool done today. All right, today's the day. Freaking Civic is coming off the lift, or off of the.
Yeah, we're
not the lift.
Super up there.
Yeah, we're gonna put a Super up there. Which one? Should we put that? I mean, it would be kind of cool to put that one right there.
The only bad thing is it's probably too heavy.
It is probably too heavy, but it would be cool to put that up there and then bring the Datsun back down here, and then I could put it under there, or just put that Super up there, and that way I could leave the drift car under there.
You put the Datsun up there; it's light.
Yeah, I don't want.
You know the good thing about the Datsun is you can have it tuned, and you can make 700 horsepower with it, but you don't.
It won't make 700. The engine would, but the turbo won't flow.
Well, get a good turbo.
It has a 3076 on it, but that's just, it's a Gen 1 3076. It'd probably make 550.
Do twins on it.
You think twin turb skis?
Twins
So we got to move this beautiful porticle out of the way, this transformer looking thing. Pull off that little bar. That's just kind of an extra little support bar. Move this guy out here. We'll probably move the BMW just because there's so many things in here right now, and we're gonna get her done. So. That's freaking, we got the stuff off, or we got the Civic off, so now we just got that guy up top. I'm not sure if we should put anything back on there. I honestly kind of thought about kind of getting rid of this whole situation and you know, maybe just putting like a 4-post or something there so I could actually kind of have storage, but actually be able to get them on and off. But for now, that thing's staying up top. This Civic, however, has not seen the light of day outside in probably 2 years. Dave, will you hold up the hood? Let's take a look at this guy.
That's some SR20s in here?
Yep. SR20s.
Ooh, look at all that dust blowing off of it.
There's so much freaking dust on this. So I basically got this thing, I don't know, it was about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, honestly. It was before Dave went to Cummins and left me.
5 years ago.
Yeah, you can see the engine bay has been shaved and tucked.
Oh, it's before the winter Cummins? Oh, you've had it a long time.
No, I've had it a really freaking long time.
You've had it a long time.
And so you can see it has been painted, but it has a lot of freaking overspray in the engine bay. So we might end up it might just be easier to just go ahead and scuff this and repaint it. You can see this whole front thing has been scuffed. It has holes and everything for hood pins that go right here. And then it has a wastegate dump that's shooting out of the hood. And it's really freaking cold, but you can see just the amount of freaking overspray on here. Polished valve cover with the AN fittings going over here. This is a D16 A6 block with a D16 Z6 head, I believe. And so it's a vtec single head cam head. It has the older style D16 A6 block with the 2 holes on the crank journal. It has some darton open deck sleeves. I'm not sure on the pistons and rods, but they are forged. I haven't had the whole bottom end out, but when I got it, it basically had a pulled out head stud, and I went ahead and installed a big sert, time sert in there, and you know, got head studs and everything back in it, and you know, had the head decked, had the head checked, you know, new head gasket, all that stuff. You can see it's kind of like got like a racing timing or you know, crank pulley down there. It's got the adjustable timing gear, some RC 750cc injectors. It is on E85 and Hondata, but it runs really crappy. You can see the harness just has a lot of butt connectors in it.
It could run crappy because it has a 7-year-old E85 in it.
I mean, I guarantee it'll freaking start today though.
It probably would.
If you wanna see some cool stuff. But yeah, you can see where the engine harness goes right there. That is the engine harness. And because it doesn't go over there, typically it goes underneath the battery. So if you come in here, this was one of the main issues with this car. As you can see, there's the DSM resistor box, but then we have butt connectors and the harness right behind the throttle pedal, which I don't think is a great situation. These are just them cheap AutoZone seats. They don't have rails or anything, so I'll probably figure out some nicer seats. I pretty much do have a complete interior for this thing. It's kind of like a Ricer SI cluster, but most of the interior is back up on that shelf right there. So yeah, I guess we're gonna, it's like freaking 35 degrees.
This thing, let's get inside.
It's like 35 degrees right now, so we're gonna get this thing dusted off so it's gonna look a lot better, and then pull it in and start freaking working on it. This poor Supra, look at this poor Supra. It's like in the same condition. It's all dusty, oversprayed. This thing will get some love eventually. We just haven't figured out. This is my reserve tank. This is that's my trust fund right there.
Trust fund for what?
If I ever need money, just sell it. Fix it and sell it. But anyhow, this, maybe, I mean, really, if we put the Supra right here and then something else, but that's kind of sketchy. I don't know. The Supra's a lot heavier than this freaking Civic. We're gonna pressure wash this guy off and,
Painted Civic Nardo gray? When? I don't know. I don't remember.
This thing's gonna start.
E85, 7-year-old E85 in the cold. That'd be a video in itself. 7-year-old E85 cold start. It's only 95% water. I mean, I'll be surprised. This is a cold start right here in itself. You could do dual cold starts.
All right, there she is, halfway, at least wiped down. This thing's like a freaking piece of sandpaper. Listen to that. I know, I mean, literally like the rag was just like rolling. I was using a microfiber on it and it was just like rolling. But look at the back. Oh, look at that. That's ice.
Look at the window.
That's ice from when from washing it. That's how freaking cold it is outside. Damn, it got really cold. It was like 40 degrees.
I mean, once the sun goes down, you lose heat, right?
So yeah, should we see if she'll crank up? The old E85 old start, cold start.
You need the pure water.
It ain't pure water. It'll be alright. I put some E85 conditioner in it. It'll start. All right, so just connected the battery, or a battery at least. And I guess we'll is this seat taken right here? Do you mind? I kind of don't want to sit on this, but it's probably, I'm gonna wipe it off. All right, so fun fact, these are actually the seats that came with my Evo 9 project that I did like 4 years ago. So yeah, I guess let's see what happens. Fuel pump primed. Clutch in.
Battery sounds good.
Why does that battery sound like such crap? All right, swap the battery out, threw it on the charger. Let's see what happens. This is probably a 4-year-old E85. That knock?
Yeah, from start
Shitty 85, the plugs probably aren't happy.
Plugs are probably like too old.
Oh, is that fuel?
I think it is.
Yeah, it's like E85. I wonder where's it leaking?
It's just like leaking out of that regulator, I think. Out of the top of it. See right there? I think it's just the regulator's bad.
Yeah, it is plenty of E85 though.
Probably just mad. Old E85 and
Yeah.
old spark plugs. A lot of
old things. Alright, so I don't think it likes the E85 that's in there, so what we might have to do is rig up something to kind of clean the injectors a little bit and drain the E85 and throw some fresh stuff in it. I do have some fresh E85 from when we got the super tuned, so what I'll probably do is throw this up in the air. I think they have a drain plug on them. Drain it all out, throw some fresh in there, and maybe get it started. Maybe here in a little bit. I gotta run home and eat dinner with Jamie and the baby, and then I'll be back. So I just got back. Look what else showed up. We got some things. We got some freaking intercooler package kits, some switch on the fly. Dave got his stuff too. Dave already got exhaust stuff, so we're gonna be doing a muffler delete party with my uncle on his truck too. So everybody's gonna have deleted 6.7s, yeah?
Yeah.
You stoked?
I was engine mounts, man.
Just waiting on, Dave's working on his truck, and he's waiting on engine mounts, so he's stuck up for about a week. So anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and get this guy on the lift and drain the fuel out of it, so maybe it'll run. So it's pretty convenient. These Civic tanks have a little drain on the bottom of them, which seems to work really well. Just have to uncover some of the undercoating. So I use a little guy like that. Just kind of clean it off so we can unbolt it. Yeah, this stuff is I mean, literally, this E85 has been in the car since I got it. I think I added like 5 gallons of decent stuff a couple years ago. But yeah, you can see it has a little camber arm up there. It has low-tech coilover, not really coilovers, but they're not really coilovers. They're basically coil spring things right there. Maybe they're coilovers, I don't know. But this car does have a rear disc on it, which is nice. It has this exhaust coming out the rear bumper, which I'm not sure if I like or not. And it has the speed holes with a connecting rod tow hook. I definitely think we're gonna have to do a little bit of work. I'm not super stoked on this exhaust. Well, I mean, look at that. I'm definitely not stoked on that.
Cracked?
Well, look at that.
When you like touched it, like moved. Oh.
No, but look at that.
Is that JB Weld?
That looks like JB Weld. Let me turn on the flash. Look at that. Oh, wow.
I can't tell if it's JB Weld or no. It's definitely Weld.
Oh yeah. I mean, but that's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, who wants that on their car? This piece, it's just been boogered a bunch of times, so you can see up there. So I don't know if this car actually ran like this or not. You can see the oil pan, they went ahead and tapped it right there. It has a little bit of a leak. So I don't know, I thought about just kind of redoing the whole engine bay, painting it, and then, oh look, it has a wastegate on it. That's nice to know. And then it has the top mount intercooler, and you can see the head gasket up there.
What kind of wastegate is that? You think it's a
oh, that's just freaking China.
It doesn't even have
need to go see how this is doing.
Like
no, it has a port. It has a port on the bottom. It's just right there on the bottom, right there. Where? So that'll work.
It's just open.
Yeah, it has an unorthodox racing little pulley right there. What else? There's the fitting going to the catch can.
The leaky oil pan.
Leaky oil pan. Where's the oil feed?
Yeah. Look at that crack. That's a crack.
Oh yeah, it is. Maybe that's where it's leaking. No, that's probably just goobered from the other thing. It looks like somebody actually welded that though. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll have to pull the oil pan off this thing and kind of seal it up. Same thing. It has a ACT clutch in it, which is, you know, that's a decent amount of money right there. And then, oh, give the wheel a wobble.
This is speed, meant for speed.
Yeah, you can see they didn't tighten down the axle. So I mean, I've driven this thing basically down the street once, like trying to mess with a little bit of tune stuff on it, and then just kind of end up running into issues with the injectors, and not the injectors that are in it, but I might talk to Deechworks and see if we can get a set of good goods in here. Some nice new ones. Oh, it's got a little polyurethane thing squished out on the side. Look at them little bitty axles. Think these things will hold like 400 horse?
No, you think that makes you want to go to the bathroom? Listen.
Oh, listen to that? It might.
Like when you're on a nice long road trip and you hear like somebody think like something like water or like
you think
shit like that. Yeah.
I mean, we're about out. I'm about freaking out. That was what, like 3 gallons? Should probably try to get. Almost need to like put it on the ground and then just lift up the front and then let it drain so that it all goes to the back corner. There's gonna be a bunch right there. Alright, so this is the method we're using to get all of the E85 out of the tank. Basically just lift it up the front. You can see we got a nice, where are we looking? We got a nice pour coming out of there again. Getting all that junky 85 out of there. Or water or whatever it is now.
Oh, it's primer.
So
high build.
while we are waiting for the E85 to drain out of there,
Are you doing a pull?
we're gonna take a
No,
look at this.
there's no pulls.
So this is just, I mean, I've probably showed you guys this gallon of paint before.
Red.
It's Merlot, custom mixed Merlot.
I told you white, man. Did you mix it?
Hopefully it doesn't look all like...
Pink?
No, I mean...
It'll be like a rich red.
Hopefully it doesn't look like that when you paint it though.
I don't know.
I feel like it's gonna look like a wine, like glass of wine.
That's
fine.
that's what that is.
Yeah,
it's
it's
custom
just-
mixed Merlot.
I told
I don't know if that'd
Trev. I
be-
told Trev we should like base it like that, and then like, do you know how like Dip Your Car did the thing where they just like got all the pearls and just threw them on the car?
Oh yeah.
That'd be tight, and then clear it.
So I don't know. Let me know what you think of that color. I don't think I'm actually too hot on it for this. I don't think it goes with it. I was thinking orange like the Crown Vic. I think orange like the Crown Vic.
Or like, how about Lamborghini? You want a Lamborghini so bad? You could paint Lamborghini yellow, and it'd be like a $10,000 paint job.
Paint it Verde Ethica.
Oh, I would be.
You won't paint the Datsun Verde Ethica.
I'd call it the Lamborghini killer.
I mean, if you ever got tuned and got it to like drive.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna do like white or something. Just something simple.
Give us a couple more bumps. A couple bumps. Oh yeah, another little bump.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want me to bump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Last time you guys ate?
A while ago.
You're hungry or what?
That was better than last time. Well, that might have been starting fluid. Just hold it like wide open.
Doing that. Listen to that cam. It's cam. Oh, it's good. It's trying to die. He has it wide open.
Cam.
Yeah.
This is a V8 killer. Cam.
Oh,
You can't get a V8 to sound like this. Listen to this cam.
Look at the exhaust. With it.
Oh, man. That's probably starting fluid. He's already winning races. Probably not plugged in.
Alright, so here is the single cam in all its freaking glory. So I'm stoked that we got it actually started and running. I kind of think the injectors were kind of clogged, so it took a little while for them to kind of finally shoot the crap out of them and get them going. Maybe that's just an assumption. So again, this thing is on hondata, and but as you can tell, we got the butt connectors, which we could probably honestly clean up this harness. I got Dave over there. He's a good harness cleaner upper. We could do that, or order a rye wire harness, because as you can see there's more wires and stuff going in there as well. It has some sort of map sensor on it. I'm not sure what one. Somebody said it was like an AM 5 bar or something. Yeah, 50 psi. That's what that is. So it has a 50 psi.
You got 20 psi of altitude here.
20 psi? No. So anyhow, this is it has an ACT clutch in it. Again, forged sleeved bottom end, and some RC 750s. When it came with it, it came with like these, like, I don't know, them like universal random. They look like this, but they don't have any part numbers on them. And I was told that I was told that they were like 1,000 cc's. Didn't have good luck with those, and I had a set of these laying around. So I went ahead and yeah, these are 750s. So that's kind of a sketchy looking connector, but yeah. So I got it running on these, at least for now. It's got a little turbo thing right there, nice polished stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what this little eBay turbo will make. This is like a GT30 like size, or T04E, T3, T04E, whatever, like random universal eBay China style turbo on like a top mount cast manifold, which is also kind of like an eBay type thing, with an eBay wastegate, with an eBay thing, with a bunch of eBay stuff, but at least some decent stuff in the bottom end. So yeah, I guess we'll probably kind of see what she makes with this. I do have a Garrett 3076 that I kind of want to put on it, so at least it would sound like a jet. And then you can see all the overspray in the engine bay right here, because this purple used to be really pretty. So I could probably clay bar that off, or I could just spray the whole thing, you know, drop the engine out, seal it back up, and you know, paint everything all at once. I'm not sure on color. We were looking at that. Ty's kind of thinking white. Do everything white, make it nice and clean. I think the Mighty Car Mods, they did a build on a 370 or 350Z like 2 years ago, and they used like a Toyota Yaris white, and I really liked how bright and white that was. And then I don't have to worry about the body work being 100% on this thing, because it's I don't know. You see all these spots right here? These are all like little low spots, so it needs a bunch of little stuff. So you can see like right there, like that's, I could probably get away with like some more high build, or just blocking that out a little bit more. But yeah, definitely gonna have to sand this thing. Sand it all the way down, block it again, kind of chase some stuff, figure out what trim and everything I have, figure out what to do with the interior. But I think she'll come together. This is, I guess, going to be the project for December. I didn't think it was going to be as much work until we pulled it off the lift and finally started looking at it. But yeah, oh, and the reason it was kind of idling and doing a bunch of weird stuff is I think I robbed the throttle body off of that. That's a Y8 intake manifold, and this is a Z6 intake manifold, but I put the Y8 throttle body on it. And if you look right here, this is a throttle body that was on the car. And if you mount that up right here, you can see that there's like some gasket that just doesn't match up with this. So that's why it's idling and doing a bunch of weird stuff like it is. So probably have to go to the junkyard, see if I could get like a Z6 style throttle body, put that back on here, and we should be good to go. And yeah, again, need to figure out either like a rye wire harness or something like that to make it nice. But I guess that's about it for today, guys. Appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully you guys are stoked about the Civic. Everybody was bugging me for a long freaking time. Everybody always had questions and all that type of stuff. You know, this was just, it kind of happened. I got it in a trade, or I basically traded a car plus cash for this because I thought it was dope. Put a bunch of little effort here and there in the engine, trying to figure out the whole like head stud pulling out of the block deal. Finally got that figured out, and then just kind of moved on to some other stuff. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow.